September 2024, the Union Cabinet accepted the recommendations of a high-level committee on simultaneous elections, aka One Nation, One Election, led by former President Ramnath Kovind. Since then, it has become a topic of discussion. So, what is the bill actually about? How is India going to benefit from its implementation? And are the claims made by opposition parties false? The One Nation, One Election bill refers to the concept of holding simultaneous elections for the central government, that is, Lok Sabha, and all state legislatures, that is, Vidhan Sabha, across India. The idea is to have national and state elections at the same time, instead of holding separate elections at different times. Before having an elaborate discussion on the claims of the opposition, let's delve into the very purpose of this ambitious bill, its advantages as being claimed. The first advantage that is being claimed is that it will save money. Holding elections together could lead to significant cost reductions for both the government and the political parties. A huge amount of money is drained when the centre and states hold separate elections. The cost incurred during the general elections of 1951 was 11 crore, while the 2019 elections cost was estimated to rupees 60,000 crore. Hence, One Nation, One Election is considered as a master stroke to save public money. Second, it can be termed as a corruption cutter bill. C. Frequent elections feed the virus of corruption. A lot of money is allotted for election campaigns, rallies, etc., and much of it falls under the bracket of corruption. One Nation, One Election could reduce this by minimizing the number of election campaigns and thus the corruption it incurs at different levels. Third, efficient governance. Elected representatives could focus more on policy execution and administration instead of being constantly involved in election-related activities such as campaigns and rallies. Fourth, one simple process of election. One Nation, One Election could streamline voter registration and reduce issues like missing names on electoral rolls. Fifth, and one of the most important advantages is financial stability. By reducing the pressure on political parties to distribute freebies to win voter support, One Nation, One Election could lead to a more stable financial management. While One Nation, One Election may suit India perfectly, it has certainly upset the opposition parties. They have raised various concerns about this revolutionary bill, terming it as unconstitutional and against democracy. Let's look into these allegations with some hard facts. Opposition says that One Nation, One Election bill goes against the basic structure of the constitution. Critics of One Nation, One Election argue that it could challenge the federal structure of the constitution, which allows the autonomy of the state governments. While the bill itself isn't unconstitutional, its implementation would require extensive constitutional amendments and may challenge the existing structure of federalism as upheld by the Supreme Court. But in no way it would go against the values in the Constitution. Opposition says that it's a move towards dictatorship. Opposition thinks that centralization of power will take place through One Nation, One Election, whereas the reality is that each and every party will get fair chance to participate in the elections. The way they want to hold rallies, campaigns, etc. will be same as before. It's only that the timing of the elections are changing. Opposition says that it's an attempt to bring a new constitution. This is a big false claim again. Sure, new amendments will be made to the existing, but nothing will be against the soul of the constitution. Rather, it's an effort to save the crores of public money being spent to hold elections on regular intervals. Opposition says that it will abolish regional parties and erase the opposition. Elections will remain the same and people will exercise their franchise. In no way any party can dominate the others. At the end of the day, it's we, the people, who will elect our representatives. Besides, to pass the bill, no amendment in the constitution is reportedly required that could lead to the destruction of federalism or our federal structure of governance. Bureau Report, OTV News.